bullet points that sell and differentiate. In this lesson, you're going to discover how to write bullet points that help you sell your product and also differentiate you from your competition. So, your bullet points. After the title, the bullet points are the next most important text. They do have an important role to play, and they also take up more real estate than the title. This is a grey area, but bullet points have a limit of 500 characters. But when you go to add your bullet points, you might see lower numbers like 100. Now, MBS shows 250, but we have found you can go higher. And some categories do have less according to their style guides. As I mentioned, sometimes you'll go in and it'll tell you you only have 100 characters. But here's our recommendation. Just like the title, you want to write the best bullet points you can. And then if Amazon asks you to shorten them later, then you can go ahead and do that. We recommend you take your time and you want to be using at least 200 characters. So the bullet point functions. Bullet points have one main function and one lesser function. The main function, to help sell your product. In other words, boost conversions. The lesser function, to help rank keywords. So to a certain extent, it's the opposite of the title. And don't rule out the importance of your bullet points. When you come to split test, changing just one bullet point can have a big impact on your conversion rate. So you want to tell your prospective customer why they should buy your product over the competition's. So you need to sell the benefits of your product. It's important to note that word. We're selling the benefits, not the features. Indirectly call out competitors' weaknesses. And we do that by looking at reviews. But never ever name another company's product or brand. And you want to differentiate your product from the competition. And lastly, you want to remove risk, and we'll talk about that later, and use all 5 bullet points. So, review research. So we used a little review research earlier in the product selection process. Now we need to increase the level. You want to analyze the reviews of your top 10 competitors, and you can go even further and do 15. Make notes of the common pros and cons of each, and then arrange each under a common title. And I'm going to show you that shortly. So your bullet point rules. Begin each bullet point with a capital letter and write all numbers as numerals, and separate phrases in one bullet with semicolons. Do not use hyphens, symbols, periods, or exclamation marks. And do not include promotional and pricing information. And by promotional, I mean if you're running a discount. And do not include shipping or company information. These rules all come direct from Amazon. But let's jump into this and start creating our bullet points. Okay, so we're back at Wordsmith, and I've removed the title, so it removes all the mentions here, but you can leave the title in because it will actually show you the mentions under title, and then when you do the bullet points under bullet points, it's totally up to you. I just prefer to remove it so I haven't got anything else distracting me on the screen. So for the title, I didn't rank by search frequency or rank, but you can just click on it to sort that way. This is a bug, which is part of the reason I didn't use it in the title, and it is being fixed because obviously all the results with no result are appearing above our ones with results. But you can sort this way and then just work your way down these ones as being the most important. It's up to you how you want to do it, but let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to jump to our document where we are recording everything. And you can see here, we've got the title in, we've got spaces for the bullet points, description, back-end search term, and then I've got a subtitle called reviews. And basically I went through and I've got cons and I've got pros. So I went through 10, in fact, it was probably a little bit more. I didn't go through every review for every product, but I grabbed ones that looked interesting or important. And then I basically grouped them under a subheading. So if you remember, there were a lot of reports about very sharp edges and getting cut. And so you can see it right here, very sharp edges cut the skin. And then I literally copy and pasted all the mentions of this underneath the subtitle. So you can see this cut the skin, beware, sharp edges, has sharp edges. They sliced my skin right between the thumb and index finger, ouch. And a bunch more. One of the other cons, because there weren't a lot, was the size. And we had 3 in there. So then if we look at the pros, under sturdy and durable, we've got solid, sturdy taco holders, strong and durable taco holders. The taco holders are sturdy. You see how much they're using this word sturdy, so it's obviously important. Exactly what we've been looking for. Sturdy, well made, very durable. It's a good positive to have about our competition. And if our competition are getting reports like that, we want similar reports, but we're going to call it out. Easy to clean, clean up as a breeze, and this goes with the whole dishwasher safe thing. But I'm not going to go through all these now because we're actually going to start writing our bullets. Now, if I quickly jump back to Wordsmith, while the bullet points is effective, it's quite difficult to be able to read what's here. So, similar to what I did with the title, I'm actually going to write the bullet points in our document first. So, we're going to start with the biggest pain point. Now, you can also start with the biggest pro. It's totally up to you, but you want something that stands out. If you look at all this reporting here, this has by far the most mentions. And when you're doing this research, you can even keep count of how many mentions there are. But we're looking at this: very sharp edges cut the skin. So I want to address that. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to plan out our 5 bullet points with the pain point or the pro of our product. And then we're going to figure out the feature of our product that solves that. But most importantly, what the actual benefit is. So if we look at this one, for instance, very sharp edges cut the skin. So we might use something like rounded edges. I'm just thinking off the top of my head here. Then maybe something about high quality. And then we'll come back to this one. But it's just to jot down a couple of ideas to get the ball rolling. So the next one. So I'm not going to deal with the plate yet. We're going to look for a pro. So you can see for this, much easier to make tacos. I think that is an actually really good thing to bring up. So we'll use that one. And don't worry, we're going to flip this around because we are going to start each bullet point with our benefit, but we'll get to that shortly. I'm just going to jump to the next one now. So we're looking for 2 more because we're going to use the last bullet point for our risk reversal. So easy to clean's good, sturdy and durable. And actually looking at sturdy and durable and excellent quality, we could probably combine that into one. So I'm going to put in here easy to clean. Now, I'm not 100% sure right now whether these are going to make sense. But then the last one, I'm going to put durable and well made. And I've just put in risk reversal so that we remember that that's our 5th bullet point. So let's work our way through these. So the process is you find out the pain point or the pro of all your competitors and how your product relates to those. If you've got a really strong pro or con that your product fixes or enables, and it's not something that comes up in reviews, you can still mention that. You don't have to use reviews, but reviews is a really simple way to figure out what people want. Because at the end of the day, they're telling your competitors in their reviews what is good and bad about their product. But we'll start with the very sharp edges cut the skin. So this could also come in well made, but we know our product is high quality, it's high grade stainless steel, but they're features. What we want here is the benefit, and the benefit as it relates to cutting the skin. So if I take a closer look at these bullets, and what I'm looking for here is how I can phrase this. So the sharp edges is obviously a big one. We can see this one, razor sharp edges. So I need to reverse that. So I've just put no cut rounded edges for now, and I'm going to come back to it. And I'm actually going to put restaurant grade. We used that in the title and it did come up a couple of times. But I could use something else like high grade steel or something like that. But I'm okay with that right now. It does need to be improved. So that's basically the benefit, although the restaurant grade is a feature. But no cuts. It's not great to start with, and I will improve it, hopefully. But you're looking for the benefit. And the benefit is you don't cut yourself with our taco holders, unlike our competitors. Okay, so I've put our premium grade stainless steel holders are safe to use, unlike many metal taco holders out there, so no more finger cuts for you and your family. So basically, I'm calling out how safe our product is and that it means that their children are safe. Obviously, any parent does not want their kids picking up something that's going to cut them. So I'm just going to remove extra bit now because we don't need that anymore. And then I'm going to take that, copy it, and we're going to go and put it into Wordsmith. But I just wanted to point something out here. We put that in all capitals at the beginning and then followed by a dash and then normal text after that. Because when you look at the listing, we want them to focus on this benefit. To be honest, if you do a really good job of this, they don't even need to read the rest of it. It's the benefit that matters. But remember, we do have a secondary reason for writing these. We want to get as many of our keywords into our bullet points as possible, especially ones that we missed with our title. Just noticed we got very sharp in there. That wouldn't be a good. So I'm going to copy this. And then I'm going to go put it into Managed by Stats just to see how many characters it is. And we're at 185. So we've got plenty of room yet. I want to get over the 200 mark. So I want to add some more text to this. So let's go back. I'm just going to put a semicolon in. Because remember, you're not supposed to use periods to split up separate statements or comments. Actually, one thing I'm going to add here, and it is something I noticed as well, is that a couple of products got reviews saying that they got a metallic taste from the tacos after using it. So in addition, the special coating we use ensures you do not get any metallic taste on your tacos. So I've inadvertently added another good keyword there, but let's go back, paste the whole thing in. Now we're at 281. So I'm okay with that right now. I'm not particularly keen on the main point here, but I can go back and fix that later. So the next one is much easier to use to make tacos. So let's go see what people were saying. Easy made tacos. I've made some of the best tacos with this product. Makes for easier taco nights. Much easier to make tacos. So much easier to make tacos. They make it easy to fix up the way you want it. To make tacos, make eating tacos easier and a lot less messy. That messy thing is important. And I like this whole much easier to make tacos thing. But let's have a look. So I've just put no more messy taco nights. Because I'm working through this, so no matter how many ingredients you have in your tacos, you won't end up with them on the table, floor, or your clothes. Our holders keep them all together, ready for you to grab and eat. So I'm not, as I say, I'm not putting a lot of time into this. It's not fantastic. Just thinking if maybe I can add one more sentence. I'm looking at what I wrote above. 4 lines got me to 280, so it's going to be around that. So I might even call out specific tacos here. But I'll leave it at that for now because I do want to... In fact, actually, here's an idea. Basically what I'm doing here is I'm just adding keywords that I know are in our keyword list. Obviously, you could flip back and forwards to check. I don't need to do that because I went through the title and it should be the same for you. Once you go through the title, you should have a pretty good grasp on most of the keywords. But we will end up putting all these into Wordsmith so we can see what we're missing. But I know sturdy and stylish were in there. Sturdy and stylish will keep them. Let's just leave it at keep them. So let's see how many we've got now. Let's put it in the second one. So it's 228. It's a bit shorter, but it's fine. It's over 200. I'm good with that. Now it hasn't filled out any more of the keywords, but those ones I put in are in our single list. If I go to our single list now, and again, I should be filling these out so we can see what we've got, but I want to write the basic bullet point first, and then we can look at them and see how we can add our keywords. So the next one was easy to clean. So I'm just trying to think of a benefit. If they're easy to clean, it takes less time to clean. How about less time cleaning and more time eating? And then, okay, so I've got with our dishwasher safe taco racks. You notice I've used racks there because I know that's one of the words. I could have used stands too. Clean up after is a breeze, so you can spend more time enjoying your evening, knowing at the end of the night there'll be no mess on your table, because this refers to no more messy taco nights. Stands, because I know that's another word. Kind of doing two things at once here. Never a good idea. So let's go have a look. Okay, so this one's 279, so again, we're good for length. Again, we've got some more keywords in there, but we are going to look at some more. So we're down to one more normal one. Okay, so I made a quick switch and I actually went offline and did it to save time while you watch me actually type all this out, especially with my slow typing. So I decided to replace the sturdy bullet point with the size option. Remember, we had reports of them being too big for standard plates. So no falling over on your plate. The perfect size to fit standard plates so they stay upright when you grab your delicious taco. Completely stackable. So whether you have 4 or even 8, they will fit easily into your overcrowded kitchen cupboards. Again, this kind of equates to the messy thing too, the fact that they don't fall over, they stay upright. And then the final bullet point is the risk reversal guarantee. And remember, this is about adding peace of mind to any of our customers that might be just on the cusp of saying yes or no or choosing a competitor's. So I put our promise to you. We are so confident in the quality of our premium quality taco holders that we offer a lifetime manufacturer guarantee. It's important that you put manufacturer guarantee and not your guarantee. It's just a silly little foible, should we call it, of Amazon's. So make sure you put manufacturer. And then if you are unhappy in any way, we will replace your holders so these are the last ones you will ever need to buy. So let's just check these ones out. I'm going to copy that one, paste it into our fourth one, sorry. And we're at 241, so that's fine. And then I'll post the last one in. So we're looking good. But if we look at our bullet points, we've missed out on a lot of these phrases. So we need to figure out ways of including more of these if we can, and especially ones that we didn't use in our title. Now with the bullet points, it can become a little bit more difficult to add phrases. So you can always do this with single words too. And I'm going to look to see if there's any other keywords that I can go over. So we know taco holder is really important and we haven't got that. So let's go up here. It's easier to see. So I actually jump down to our promise and I've just put the quality of our premium quality taco holder. Yes, it's a pack of 4, but it gets our best keyword phrase in there. So I'll just copy that and we'll paste that in again. So now you see, there we go. Taco holder's done. So taco stand. So I'm pretty sure I used stand in here, or was it stands? Let's have a look. And the difficulty we have here, obviously, is that we're selling a pack of 4. So it's nearly always going to be plural. So actually, where this is there, I'm going to put, so the stand will stay upright when you grab your delicious taco. Let's copy that. And this is more about showing you the actual process. So this was the size one, so we can put it here. Now it hasn't ticked off taco stand because I didn't put taco stand. So actually, let's just do that. I'm just going to put your taco. So we can see it's checked off now. Now you can see if I put my mouse cursor over taco, you can see we're using it a lot, but it is spread out. And with this product, don't know how many times I've said it now, it is quite difficult, but it's less of an issue when you're repeating a word in your bullet points than it is in the title. So don't worry too much about it. So we've got this super long taco holder stainless steel set of 4 here. I'm not overly concerned that this isn't in our bullet points. It's a bit of a long phrase to put into our bullet points, and we actually used it in our title. So it's already got the best place it can possibly be in the title. So I wouldn't panic too much about it. We've got taco plates. So while I won't be able to get taco plates in here, I do have the singular. Now, you can use our keyword sheet and go through and mark them all for all the single words to make sure we get them all. Alternatively, what you could do is you could go to distiller and load the saved one again, and this time uncheck the phrases box so it just has the single words, and then transfer those into Wordsmith and then add your bullet points. And over here you'll only have the single words and you can see how many of them you use. Okay, so I've gone back and you can see here I've put a 1 in all the keywords we've used. I did add the word shell to this delicious taco shell, makes sense, and also used up the word shell. So the ones we're missing are set. Not critically important because it's in our title. 4 is also in our title. Rack, I could probably squeeze that in. Tray and card, I'm not sure about. If possible, I want to go and put these in there somewhere. Soft, mini, trays and serving. And pack. So I've done pretty well so far. I did this rather quickly. I didn't take a lot of time over it. Obviously, you're going to take a lot more time over this. And if at all possible, you want to cover every single word that you can in your bullet points. So we've written all our bullet points now. All the numbers are looking good. Remember, you might have to knock these down. It just depends. And the reds are just showing up because MBS has 250 in here. It's not a big deal. The one thing I would want to fix is this more than anything else. No cut, rounded edges, restaurant grade. I don't like that. It's critically important because obviously that's the biggest pain point. So while it does mention in the actual description part, no more finger cuts, I would want something better in this part because this is the big part that they're going to see straight away. Maybe by the time I get through the description, I'll have come up with a better start to this bullet point. But for now, I think we're done. So that's the process you need to do. The most important thing in here, you follow the process. You understand what I was doing, why I was doing it. So what's next? Well, we covered how to create your bullet points. And in the next lesson, you will discover how to create your product description. Your action steps, go ahead and create your bullet points ready for when we go and complete our listing in a couple of lessons' time. But that's it for this lesson. Take care.